Didn't meet out of desperation. Iran did. They are finished.
Iran declares the Strait of Hormuz closed again.
If they violate the agreement, we'll bomb the hell out of them.
Happens if we run out of oil.
Well, I come bearing bad news. Remember that Hormuz thing that was open and then it was closed and then supposedly it was open again? Well, I hope you didn't leave your stock trades open on Thursday. Go, you know what? I'll just let them run come Monday. It is going to be a bloodbath. Iran, this is New York Post, declares the Strait of Hormuz closed again after U.S. lifts blocks. Everyone BS's each other. And then I'm sure the administration will be like, no, it's open. Guys, they're in control of the strait. Do you really think that, and I said this week, I said you have a 1% chance. And Israel is already bombing. I mean, this is so bad. Not just that. I feel like this channel, I'm always like, can we just go back? Go back in time? Even a week. I'll take a month to 3 months. Even though the government says it's just 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This will all be over. I said, I guarantee you there is no way. This is the government. This is people that make a lot of money. And really quickly, I think the administration figured it out. It's like, so if we open it and close it, we can all walk away with, a couple billion. Actually, Donald Trump even talked about it. I'm like, sir, are you really want to admit it? I mean, we knew you were rigging it, but come on. Now we're seeing tweets or whatever the heck you guys call it. Iran is finished, or they are finished. He even used a explanation point, that thing. So are we, here we go again? Actually, the only person that made sense when I would listen to is Kennedy.
And I've said this in another context. I trust Iran like I trust gas station sushi.
So we have Israel, which we can trust about as far as we can throw them. We have Iran, who we can't trust. And you have our side, politicians making decisions. We're cooked. Unless there is a complete miracle over the weekend, Monday is going to be fabulous for trading it down. So do you want to know why it was so important to get this deal done? Well, yeah, we had the 250. We had his birthday. You don't want to go into a weekend with, it's your birthday. So I get it. Let's get this party started. He simply ran out of time. I did the math for you yesterday. It's like, no, we have enough oil. No, we don't. We consume, take 100. We produce 50. We drained our reserves faster than Joe Biden did trying to win an election. They're gone. There's nothing there. And I don't think you guys are going to, go for $15 a gallon of gas. But, these people need to get reelected. Last week, Exxon CEO warned the world's oil reserves, which was staving off 150 barrel oil due to the war. Closing the strait and keeping it closed would have caused a worldwide recession. The strait is closed. We are currently at critical, right now, we are at critical levels. See this? See that little thing? It's empty. Your car is empty. Iran has just shown the world that they are in control of the strait. I know, no, they're not. We're a market. We'll just bomb them. How did that work out? I said before, the only way you're going to get this thing open, you're going to have ground troops. And I don't want a ground troop. Boy, oh boy, when Trump sees this, he is going to be so mad. This is from Ben. Net and Google. As I instructed, the IDF struck powerful 150 Hezbollah targets. Guys, they're not stopping, and they're showing you video footages of it. Now, this is all I see on the interwebs. The deal is canceled. Every stock is going to zero. We are so lucky the markets are closed today. Well, there's always Monday. You know it's bad when Tom Lee comes out and says it's going to be bad. I mean, this guy is the biggest perma-bull.
There is going to be an abrupt change of market conditions, one that feels very much like a bear market. But we don't want to stand and call a top. I think conditions are still favorable for stocks. The SpaceX IPO was very successful. And as you know, there's been a cadence of pretty good news coming out of that company. And it is a very small float company with only 90 billion of float. The real challenge is going to come later this year. So I think Yes, very much. There is going to be a change in market tone, but I think it's too early for people to expect that to happen now.
I don't know what planet Tom is on or filming on, and was that a train? Does he live on a train track? SpaceX, guys, this is not bullish to me. This is kind of what I expected it to do. Actually, not this early. My best guess on this, besides these lower highs, is that Monday probably won't be so good. Believe every tweet that you see, even though I know the Donald's probably come out. Nope, it's fully open. Everything's great. They're getting their they're not getting their money. He actually says not even 10 cents. They're not getting anything until you read the per Article 6, which he did sign, and it was $300 billion plus for reconstruction, because that's what you have to do after you blow them up. You got to rebuild them. The win-win situation for BlackRock. All of this could not be happening at a worse point. I mean, where the market's at, where the dollar's at, which everyone always gets the dollar wrong. It's like the correlations that I told you about yesterday with the dollar goes this way, gold and silver, Bitcoin go that way. People seem to understand that. There is some confusion, though. You'd think you'd want a strong dollar. You don't want a strong dollar. The rest of the world cannot survive with a strong dollar, and we'll just take each other down. And you could make this, again, 98% of all money is dollar-denominated debt loans. And you're in another country, and you're like, yeah, I'd like a loan in the dollar. You don't want that going up against your currency. It screws everyone up. I could do a little whiteboard and show you and draw it for you, but just hear me. Strong dollar is bad. Weak dollar, good. Weak dollar is also good for gold, silver, and Bitcoin. But it is not an exact correlation. Also, what you will see with a stronger dollar, which is happening right now, there's going to be a liquidity event. That means there is less dollars out there. It would take me 3 videos to explain this to you. A rising dollar, okay, remember how we talked about loans? That means there's going to be less of them, and there's going to be global tightening. The funding is going to be limited and tightened. The world is like, oh, we don't have dollars, and they always need dollars. A stronger dollar means people are scared. They run to the dollar, and the dollar goes up. This is not good. Whenever we get full-blown crises, it's always a strong dollar. 2008, March 2020, remember? Strong dollar. Another thing that you will see, and people always get this wrong, is countries will dump the dollar, or they will dump treasuries. That's actually, do you know what happens when they sell a treasury? They do it. They need to do it because they need dollars. When you sell a United States treasury, what do you get? You receive dollars. And people are like, wait, now I'm confused. Guess what the world is currently doing? They're selling the treasuries because they need dollars. Dollar go up. You're also going to start seeing stories like this. The squeeze on liquidity is just getting started. The truth is, you don't really need to know that deep of macro. You just need to know, keep it simple. A strong dollar is not good. A weak dollar seems bad, but it's good. It's always backwards. A weak dollar, when you hold Bitcoin or gold and silver, is good. Strong dollar is bad. Then at the end of the day, you open up the charts and you can go, oh, I see where it's going. Like I've told you, there was a comment made about silver. Someone asked about was it a falling wedge? He said, oh, I thought you said it was going to go. Look at the charts. Told you for months, strong dollar. You look at the Dixie. And this strong dollar is going to put pressure on Bitcoin. And I did say, I told you I closed this trade. This is where you had a bear flag here, a bear flag there, a bear flag here. On this channel, I said I'm buying Bitcoin on this. I was catching a falling knife. I got lucky. I didn't think it would go much further because I turned on indicators and I said I will make money probably like up here. But it started to get weak, and I said probably right about here. I said that's it. It's a bear flag. I'm out. Other people said nope. We're going much higher. Well, looks like we go lower. Me, the charts say lower. To you guys, like on Bitcoin, You're sending me things like this. BTC production cost, electricity, it never falls below this, Bravo. It's never, ever fallen below it. Well, again, I'm just looking at patterns. I trade the patterns and I don't care. I think it's going to go lower. To each his own on when you guys want to exit things. I just give you, like, remember back in the day, I'm like, oh, that was your silver cup and handle. And then you measure it here. It took off. I closed, what was that? I think 2/3 of my position. And everyone's like, oh, you're so stupid. Okay. I trade charts. And yesterday I was talking about correlations and I really didn't chart this one for you. I'm sloppy drawn here. This is what I warned you. I was warning them, like, this is not good. These are head and shoulders. This is that. Here's this. You don't break that. And that was your first line. Don't break it. It came up. It confirmed it. You're going lower. I also don't like coming back to the same charts over and over again and repeating the same things. When I tell you this, it's like, that's it. You're going to go to the next price target. That's it. And let me turn on the 200-day moving average for silver. You've confirmed it. You're under it. Now someone asked about a falling wedge. You're more so in a channel down. Maybe if I take the liberty and we'll just forget about that false breakout. Yeah, okay, but you're still going. You're going to go lower. You'll pop out. You'll probably hit the 200 again. I mean, it's just going lower. Same thing with gold, under the 200. I actually like this wedge a lot better. Yeah. So it'll come down here and it'll pop out of it, but that doesn't mean necessarily it's bullish for a moment. So the reason why I teach you these things and why I create online courses, how I used to teach university, still would. Teach high school, I won't. Need a bigger audience. It's like 30 kids to tell my school. I'll do it for free. Just put them all in the auditorium for 1 hour and I'll teach everyone. I'm trying to solve this right here. The affordability crisis is so bad and it's going to get worse because you're in a debt-based system. It is the dollar. Your wages will never keep up. For the first time ever, both mom and dad are working full-time in most American families. So I come here and say, okay, save in gold and silver. These are assets when it's low. Try to get low. Don't get high. And then learn how to click buttons on a screen so maybe you don't have to work so much. Also, I'm not going to tell you what they program you in school, also called an institution, also called they institutionalize you to what? Buy the stock market, buy the dips, Don't look that the S&P 500 is currently in a possible. It's coming up. It's what is that? See the left shoulder up there ahead and a right shoulder? Let that break down. Let that confirm. And then we go lower. Time in the market doesn't work. Holding PayPal doesn't work. Getting in at the IPO of SpaceX. I'm up. Well, yeah, for now. Every day you just come in the morning, open, or later, you can grab a swing trade, something, and you just keep growing your wealth. The price of a textbook, $2.99, which it's going to $3.99. But the chart you are putting in, the lines that you are putting in, this to me, this is not bullish. Not at all. This is now a lower high. Now, if we get above it, it all changes. Right now, you're setting up with another head and shoulders. But we will just have to see how this all plays out. So to summarize, the politicians are going to lie to you. It's really bad right now. They're lying to you. Strong dollar is bad. Weak dollar is good. Like the things that we learn on this channel. It's all bass-ackwards. Isn't it wild that everything that we've learned, it being institutionalized, it just sets us up for bad. So with this day off, get out there, start new businesses, trade equities, and enjoy your family. And with that, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.